Welcome back, everyone. I'm your manager A, and this is the Lobotomy Corporation. So, let's find out who I can send where. Let's send you Blue Star. Who needs 40? We do. Technically, Ellen does, actually. Or Lunasa. We'll send Lunasa. Okay. Put you here. And we'll just assign you. It'll be our last regular day, and then the rest is going to be endgame. Send you to go ahead and get attachment. Who else needs fortitude? Ellen, you do. We'll send you then. Alright. Actually, Yorihime needs some stuff too. We're gonna send you to here. Get you working on that. Alright, and then last is the gunmen, which I can either work on instinct or insight. Holy cow, you have no prudence. Why don't you have any prudence? You are going to work on this for the rest of your life. Oh, actually, we can send you to here. Have you work on that. Oh, geez. Why don't you have prudence? Alright, you work on this. Well, slipped by the cracks. Alright. That might be a problem for you. Alright, well, we'll keep pushing on gunmen for now, but if it goes to 1, I'll have to change tactics. Result, that's great. Enjoy our last day of meltdown protection. Alright, Violet Dawn. Oh, you're taking a beating. Right. It's because you're vulnerable to red damage. great. Oh well. Hopefully we won't screw it up. Got the bubble, good for you. This thing's struggling to even stay above 20 frames. I am very concerned about the stability of the final few days. There's gonna be even more shit going on. Good to go. And you're fine. Alright. But I'll definitely try to get through it. And we're down to 1 already. Alright, well, you're gonna hang out for now, I guess. Yeah, you're just gonna hang out. I don't think there's anywhere I actually want you to work, so no. They go a little slower, but that's fine. Take that too. Oh. Right, let's knock this out. Yep. I believe after this day, we're gonna actually have different ordeals than the standard ones. And those will hopefully only involve single powerful enemies rather than little swarms. Also, I believe after this day we're only going to have half as many clerks. So that might help with the lag. I believe the main reason why they do it is so you don't have to spend as many bullets to kill everything, since that's a standard strat. But we don't actually need to worry about that in our playthrough. It's fine, we don't need to move anyone with that. I have heard that you can possibly cheese the final battle, the final days using abnormalities and just popping people into the shelter. But I'm not sure really how that's gonna work. And with all the stats we have, I would like to at least try to do it with our personnel first. Finishing up soon. I send you that. I'm actually gonna send you away from that. Well, this is gonna get ugly. Oh, there's two there. Ooh, good for them. Well played. aren't you helping? MSO, what are you doing? All you guys are doing out. Alright, what's the condition of everybody? We're doing fine. Okay. It's dead. That one is still up and running somehow. Very good, very good. Double up here is a problem. That should be fine. Alright, so it's just this area that I need to keep an eye on. Let's do that just in case. Okay. Good to go. I was a little concerned when they doubled up, but honestly the resistance and health that we have should be okay. You never know when I might have someone, a low hit point person mixed into the bunch by accident. Oh cool, you got your little mask thing. Good for let's do final runs of this. So this will be our last little bit of grinding. Okay. That should be everything. Blue star finishes, we'll finish up the day, and that'll be it. Alright. Work, come. Maxed out fortitude. Almost maxed out prudence there. Yeah, actually that wasn't too bad. Maxed out fortitude, maxed out prudence, maxed out fortitude, and a little bit of temperance. 29 points. Alright. Next day. Fiery Bird, Silent Orchestra, Snow White's Apple. I'm gonna take Fiery Bird. It's a little dangerous, but it's at least something that we can ignore, because it'll eventually just go back to its chamber on its own. Dream of Black Swan, King of Greed, censored. The Black Swan's a problem. But also, I do not like the other two. I don't want censored, period. No censored. King of Greed is, I think I could do a re-extraction, but there's a high chance I'll get something worse. Because I've kind of gone through the rest of the roster already. So the problem with the Dream of Black Swan is it does technically react to death. I don't know if it reacts to cleric death, but it is only a WoW rank, which is not the end of the world. And I can always use bullets to kill the clerics. So I think I'll take Dream of Black Swan. A long time has passed since my loved ones have left with their broken bodies and hearts. We finally met after taking a long detour. I sent you a letter someday. That old strange letter that had the same name on the sender and recipient. It told you that we will meet again soon. Why are you hesitating? Come, with your mind at ease. I hope this environment satisfies you. I tried my best to recreate our office. You need at least one place to feel comfortable, don't you? However, I speculate that you felt that this place is a bit more serene than you might remember. There are many reasons to that. This is the reflection of your heart, after all. You weren't particularly fond of untidiness. However, there was she who made a mess out of an organized room. There were times we were used to such messiness, giving up on cleaning the room. But, sadly, our hearts couldn't take those moments in. I'm sure now you know that this space changes to your heart. This office is born from your heart, siphoned up from your deepest unconsciousness. Yes, many parts of this facility were extracted and created from our minds. How did you think building such enormous underground structures in such a short period of time was possible? We needed multiple extractions until we finally solidified something that had no form. We repeated so many times until the memories were blurred and sins were forgotten. Yes, there were a lot of repeats. It must have been roughly 10 years outside, while this entire facility has been trapped in the cycle in length of 100,000 years. This eternity is fascinating. All humans only live once. The future comes to us like relentless waves of sea. We cannot go against them. We are merely pushed back by them. Time Track's technology could only reverse time in a very limited area. This tech was used to trivial things such as granting the infinite moments of death to a condemned, or showing those whose times are numbered their happiest times. However, when combined with our energy tech, this small technology could bloom into something bigger. We invested on them without hesitation, even though they required massive amount of funding and energy. That's how Time Track's second invention came to life. If time could be reversed infinitely, we could reach the sky, which seemed unreachable. But sadly, breaking an absolute rule cost us a lot. The reverse, although it could be executed infinitely, always left some form of distortion. This technology is not perfect either. No man could have their sanity intact in this place. But here you are. You reached this point, even though you limped on the way. Of course, it wouldn't have been possible if it were not for Angela. But it is a Herculean achievement that you went through that journey. Let your body and mind rest. You must be exhausted. The path after this will be brutal. Extremely brutal. Me and us that you will meet again will also be brutal. They will not let you pass like I do. By any chance, if you think you're not ready yet, it is okay to go back to the starting point. If you have reached here after such a long time, you will come again no matter how long it takes. We literally have all the time in the world. There's no need to hurry. Just keep in mind that situation will be very different if you move forward from here. You'll be given harsh trials and unanswered, saturated questions. And I think you already know that. You can reverse time, but you can't reverse a tale. The architecture team. Would you like to expand the architecture team? Yes. Proof. Suppress the white midnight plus energy refinement. As you can see, the architecture team is only a five personnel team, but it has 8 slots for abnormalities. Looks like we start with 2. I believe. So I believe the following rules from now on. Each day is going to have different rules, but this one's kind of your base rule set, which carries over to all of them. And it's the following rules are, meltdown protections are off. I do not believe architecture team actually can suffer meltdowns, but they can still suffer kill-off meltdowns if, through other means, like, you know, getting their counters to 0 and things like that. Or, you know, a ordeal getting down there and setting them off. I believe if we lose, we get whatever ending we get based off the day we finish on. I think you can still exit out to avoid failure, but I'm not entirely certain. And what else is there? Oh, at this point I believe we only have half as many clerks in all locations. And also I believe the architecture team has a amount of clerks very similar to the standard team sizes, rather than what the central command team has. I don't really remember what else. Oh, and I guess the final thing, the important part. Ordeals are completely different now. The standard colors don't mean what they actually mean anymore. Instead they have some unique enemies that they'll throw at us instead. I believe it's more of a gradual thing where you fight one. The first one you'll fight 1, and then the second one you'll fight 2, and then 3, and then you'll eventually fight Midnight, which is its own boss. And then as we progress through the days, it's going to have its own mechanics based off essentially the core meltdowns from each section. So this day we don't have to deal with any of that extra stuff, but tomorrow, the day after this one, I believe we have to do we have to have all the effects from control team, security team, information team, and training team active, and then the next one will be this one, and then final of this one, and then there'll be one last day that'll wrap things up. So, with all that said and done, let's go ahead and assign our people here. I'll go ahead and hit core suppress. I don't exactly know what will happen. Oh, actually, there's one last thing I can do. Alright, not you. There you go. Get those last bits done. Alright. So I'm gonna hit core suppress, and then I'm gonna call it a video. Here we are. If you look at the hallways here, it kind of has a different doors. Office is a bit, well, it's definitely roomy. And over here we got some stuff here. There's no floor here, that kind of freaks me out. Yeah, dark on this side, bright on that side. And yeah. Alright. Well, I am the Depressed Hero, and this was Lobotomy Corporation. See you guys later.